Hello, cats. Hello, Candace. Oh gosh, she really likes the camera. Samson. This is the cat I used to have in my intros. Samson. Hey. Hey. Yeah, he's a really big, sleepy cat. Okay. Hi everyone on YouTube. Uh, so anyway, I just wanted to take some time to talk about the whole Rand Paul thing because I don't know, it just seems so ridiculous to me. Uh, the 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 way people are treating him now, just because he said he doesn't think that the Civil Rights Act should have desegregated private places like the Woolworths counter that a lot of black people boycotted and had a not boycotted but had a sit-in at. Let me turn off the TV here so I can actually talk. Anyways, there's a lot of discussion about it, and I think that I never really feel that there is like a liberal media bias. Liberals. Conservatives are pretty well represented in the media. The Tea Party definitely got a very reputable look by most major organizations. They don't see them as a small fringe organization. They see them more as like just a facet of people who just believe in sort of a libertarian viewpoint. But still, I do not feel that the Tea Party is that reputable. And I'd like to separate, that in the mind of a lot of people that Tea Partiers are not necessarily libertarians. I feel like a lot of Tea Partiers are just people who are very angry, misinformed people, and they come under the banter of libertarian to justify what they do. I mean, there's probably a lot of real deal Tea Partiers who believe in smaller government, who believe in all these things, but for the most part, well, not for the most part, but a lot of them to me are just like really angry people who don't like the way the country is going in whatever direction, and they don't realize that in a lot of ways Obama could be our ally in making this government more libertarian, more smaller government. I mean, he has done a lot to cut taxes. His healthcare bill, that's sort of, it's like one step forward, two steps back for libertarians, but still, I mean, people like Rand Paul and Ron Paul, they understand that not they're true libertarians. And I was very happy with Rand Paul because he went out and he said, you know what, I don't believe it's right that the Civil Rights Act integrated private businesses because people have the right to be racists. People have the right to believe that their business is only for a certain race. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't take away from society having, a very small percentage. If segregation was legal, if you could legally segregate your place of business, how many corporations, how many, fast food restaurants, how many Walgreens or Walmarts or Winn-Dixies or Publixes would be segregated? I couldn't, maybe a small business on the corner would be segregated, but I think that even putting up a sign that said no blacks allowed would hurt business. So I think that a lot of people accusing Rand Paul of being racist is just ridiculous because just because you believe that the government does not have a say in anything that goes on in a private business, then that doesn't make you a racist. That makes you a real deal libertarian, and that's what Rand Paul is. And it's unfair for people to say, well, does this show the Tea Party's true colors? Does this make them racist? I mean, you know. It just because you believe that a business has the right to make its own decisions on based on race doesn't mean you're racist. It means you just believe that the federal government has to have major limitations. At the same time, they're talking about how he feels about the Americans with Disability Act. He wants to, well, not repeal that, but probably change it. Not require places to have handicap parking. A lot of people are so upset by that, but they don't realize that it's not because he's saying, "Oh, the handicapped people, they don't need any help." It's because he knows that a private business is going to have the heart to maybe, put up a handicap parking space, you know, even if it's not federally mandated. It doesn't have to be a law for people to do it, because you can't legislate morality. And that's what libertarianism is all about, and that's what Ron Paul and Rand Paul are about. And those people, those, you know, Rand Paul, I mean, I don't know as much about him as Ron Paul, but so far from what I've seen, I really like him, and I'm so surprised how people would jump on him for this, you know. Yeah, and I feel that it's sort of ridiculous, sort of stupid, but I'm happy to see that a lot of people are with me on thinking that it's just ridiculous, and that his beliefs do not make him crazy or racist or, you know, just arrogant. His belief is that people can make their own decisions about morality without the government interfering, and you know what? I feel the same way. So see you guys, YouTube people, and see you later.